Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to my Clearday's channel, solving the aging crisis facing our population across North America. Joining us to kind of give us a clerical view into exactly what's going on under the hood, we got Jim, the Chief Executive Officer. Welcome back, sir.
Great to be here again, my friend.
I always love having you on, trying to really give us this view into this evolving sector that is so underappreciated. And you have some great concepts kind of bringing tech into this aging population. And I think it's hard for me to visualize this, as I'm sure some of the audience out there. So you can kind of give us an example along with how and why this matters.
Yeah, I'd be happy to. And I think you've hit the nail right on the head, as we like to say. Everybody knows this is an aging demographic. I mean, by 2030, every baby boomer born will be over 65. But half of us will be in our 70s right at that time when care is needed more than ever, and there aren't enough caregivers. Let me give you an example. It is well known statistically that when a person comes into a nursing home or a skilled care community here in the United States, or what some would call an acute care facility, 1 in 5 Americans return to the hospital. Now, here's the part that we come to the rescue on. Of those 1 in 5, half of them are readmitted in the first 30 days, Kyle. 30 days. And a third of those are in the first 3 days. So here at Clearday, we saw the problem. It's not an unknown problem, but there aren't enough people and there aren't enough ideas that are beyond the, hey, this is how we've done it for 30 years. I don't know if that's a easy thing for people to understand, but we get caught solving problems the same way we have for decades. So here at Clearday, we try to see a problem because we believe sales will be driven by solving problems. We believe small companies grow big, solving a big problem. So as one example, a traditional insurance company here will usually spend about half of their revenue on 10% of their customers because of these hospital readmissions and chronic problems. So we've developed a product or service, combination of the two, where we can bring into an acute care center our technology, which is a combination of robotics, platform smart TV, platform pad, so that we can immerse a new resident into the system, and we break it up into 3 tranches. The first 3 days, where a third of the readmissions happen. Then the next, call it 4 to 14 days, that's where the another half happens. Then, of course, the 14 to 30 days. And we can do that because of our companion robot. There aren't enough people to do this. So our companion robot provides more help in those communities. And Kyle, we put together a cool new little video, which I give you my blessings to share. We share it with any of our potential customers. So please feel free to share that with the group. We call it the Care Carousel. Hope that helps.
Approximately 1 in 6 U.S. Medicare patients who are discharged from a hospital will be readmitted to the hospital within 30 days. Imagine if we could just change that number to 1 in 7. This is why Clearday built our platform to support our affiliated operators and partners. We, alongside our independent nonprofit partner Trex, looked at some of the most common reasons for hospital readmission: medication noncompliance, fall injuries, and failure to identify and address post-discharge needs. We said, let's not just imagine, let's create. Using innovative technology and the power to provide people better patient outcomes and to prevent hospital readmissions. This helps everyone win: operators, families, payers, and most importantly, patients. We are operators and know the hardships, the anxiety, and the cost of the industry today. So let's talk about Mrs. Smith, a real resident whose name has been changed. She moved into one of our affiliated communities. We administered our trademarked, purpose-built BEST test as an alternate to the traditional assessment used for decades by the industry. Mrs. Smith had many risk factors upon move-in: high fall risk, averaging 4 falls per week prior to move-in; anxiety due to those falls and a new and unfamiliar environment; difficulty sleeping leading to a lack of adequate sleep; a history of UTIs; Our platform is built for the front of the house to support people like Mrs. Smith, her caregivers, and her family. The Best Test produced a personalized digital care map built around mind, body, and soul. During the 16 months Mrs. Smith was in our affiliated community, she fell once. That's right, I said once, as compared to the 4 falls per week she experienced at her home. By preventing falls, we kept her out of the hospital for 10 months. Now, she did eventually require hospitalization, but this was for a UTI, not a fall. Once this was resolved, she returned to the community and lived happily for another 7 months. How did we accomplish this? First, to address falls, the affiliate used the platform's movement analytics to analyze Mrs. Smith's range of motion. This information was integrated into her digital care map, along with a personalized home exercise program created by a physical therapist. The affiliate was then able to deliver this personalized, regimented program via robotics and smart TV to maximize compliance with the program to maintain or improve function and safety. As her falls decreased, her anxiety and fear of falling decreased, and her sleep habits improved. A win-win for all stakeholders.